What if everything you've been told about raising your vibration barely scratches the surface? What if the real path to the highest vibrational states, the kind that only a rare few truly experience, goes far beyond positive thinking, affirmations, or even meditation? What if the key isn't about adding something new to your life, but about uncovering something that has always been there, hidden in plain sight? Most people assume that being in a high vibrational state means feeling good all the time, effortlessly attracting what they want, or living in a constant state of bliss. But those are just byproducts, not the true essence. The real high vibrational state is something much deeper. It's a state of complete alignment where your mind, body, soul, and energy move as one. It's not about reaching for something outside of you. It's about realizing that you are the universe, and there is nothing to chase. Here's the surprising part. Most people unknowingly block themselves from reaching this state because they're searching for it in the wrong places. They rely on surface-level techniques, hoping for a shortcut. But if we truly want to access these rare states of consciousness, we must be willing to unlearn much of what we've been taught. So let's start with a simple question. What do you think a high vibrational state actually feels like? Is it peace, joy, love? Those are beautiful experiences, but they are not the destination. They are reflections, not the source. The highest vibrational states go beyond emotions, beyond thoughts, and even beyond identity itself. It's a level of pure being where duality dissolves, and all that remains is presence. Most of us live within the framework of opposites, good and bad, light and dark, happiness and sadness. Even in spirituality, people tend to cling to the positive side, believing that's where true high vibration exists. But here's a deeper truth. The highest vibrational states exist in unity, not in duality. It's not about rejecting fear in favor of love or pushing away darkness to embrace light. It's about integrating both, bringing them into balance until they no longer feel separate. This is where true transformation happens. It's not about escaping or fixing anything. It's about surrendering so completely that you become one with the flow of life itself. Now, I know this might sound abstract, so let's bring it into something practical. If you want to start accessing these states, you have to develop a deep intimacy with the present moment. And I don't just mean practicing mindfulness or being in the now as a concept. I mean radical, unfiltered honesty with yourself. This is where most people get stuck. Why? Because the present moment often reveals things we don't want to face, our fears, attachments, and unresolved pain. But here's the paradox. The very things we avoid are the keys to reaching the highest vibrational states. The fear you suppress, the pain you turn away from, the shadows you refuse to look at, these aren't obstacles. They are the doorway. So here's your first step. Stop running. Take a deep breath and ask yourself, what am I resisting right now? Sit with that question, not just for a moment, but long enough to feel the discomfort fully. Notice how your mind tries to distract you. Notice if your body tenses up or if emotions start to rise. Stay with it. Most people think raising their vibration means avoiding negativity, but the most awakened seekers know it's about embracing everything. It's about meeting your inner world with such deep acceptance that nothing is left to resist. This is the first step toward true alignment. And here's where it gets even more powerful. Once you stop resisting, you'll notice something extraordinary. The energy you've been using to suppress your fears, doubts, and pain. That same energy can be used to fuel your highest vibrational state. Let me say that again because it's crucial. The energy you waste on resistance is the same energy that can elevate you to your highest potential. When you stop blocking it, it naturally flows upward, creating a sense of lightness, clarity, and power. This is why raising your vibration isn't about adding anything to yourself. It's about removing what's been blocking you all along. Now, let's take this even deeper. Science tells us that everything in existence is vibrating energy. But what most people don't realize is that your consciousness, the awareness that you are, also has a frequency. Your vibrational state isn't determined by what you think or feel, but by the level of consciousness you operate from. Most people live in lower levels of consciousness: survival mode, fear, scarcity, attachment. Even those on a spiritual path often get stuck in levels like pride, spiritual ego, or acceptance. But the highest vibrational states belong to the rarest levels, those of unconditional love, joy, and ultimately, pure awareness. And the secret to accessing these states isn't about forcing yourself to be positive. It's not about controlling your thoughts or emotions. It's about shifting your identity. Ask yourself this: Who are you when you're not trying to be anything? When you let go of your success, your failures, your personal story, who remains? Sit with that question, because it's one of the most powerful you'll ever ask. The deepest seekers understand that the highest vibrational states aren't something you achieve. They're something you remember. The moment you remember that you're not separate from the universe, but the universe experiencing itself, everything shifts. But how do you move from understanding this concept to directly experiencing it? This is where most people give up, because the path isn't easy. It takes discipline, patience, and the willingness to face everything you've avoided. But more than anything, it requires surrender. And surrender isn't about giving up. It's about letting go of control. It's about trusting that the same intelligence that moves the stars and grows the trees is moving through you. It's about getting out of your own way and allowing life to unfold without resistance. This is why the highest vibrational states are so rare. They require a level of trust that most people aren't willing to give. But for those who do, the rewards are beyond anything words can describe. So here's your challenge. For the next 24 hours, practice radical surrender. Whatever comes up, joy, frustration, boredom, fear, don't resist it. Don't try to fix it, change it, or analyze it. Just allow it. And notice what happens. You might be surprised to find that surrender itself is what naturally raises your vibration. This is just the beginning of uncovering the truth about the highest vibrational states. We've only scratched the surface, but already you can sense that this path isn't about adding something new to your life. It's about uncovering what has always been there. Are you ready to go deeper? Let's continue. Let's take what we've explored so far and expand into deeper layers. The truth about the highest vibrational states isn't just about what's happening within you. It's about your relationship with reality itself. To truly ascend into these rare states, you must begin to see reality for what it is, not what you've been conditioned to believe. And here's where things get fascinating. Reality at its core isn't solid or fixed. It's not even separate from you. It's an interconnected field of energy and consciousness, constantly shifting, responding, and mirroring your inner state. So let me ask you this. What if the reality you're experiencing right now isn't as real as you think? What if it's more like a mirror reflecting back the frequency you are vibrating at? This is one of the key insights that only a small percentage of spiritual seekers truly understand. Your external world is not random. It's a direct reflection of your inner vibration. If you want to understand where you stand vibrationally, just look at your life, not with judgment, but with curiosity. Does your life flow effortlessly, or does it feel like a constant struggle? Does it feel expansive, or do you feel stuck? These are not coincidences. They are clues. Breadcrumbs leading you back to the truth of your current vibrational state. But let's go even deeper. Reality isn't just a mirror. It's a co-creative dance. Most people go through life believing they are separate from it, as if the universe is out there and they are in here, trying to manipulate or control their circumstances. But this illusion of separation is the greatest block to accessing the highest vibrational states. Why? Because separation creates resistance, and resistance lowers your vibration. The moment you believe you are separate from the universe, you start to fight it, trying to bend it to your will, forcing outcomes, or constantly protecting yourself from imagined threats. But here's the truth. You are not separate from the universe. You are the universe, experiencing itself through a unique point of consciousness. And the more you align with this truth, the more your vibration naturally rises. Let me give you a practical way to experience this. Close your eyes for a moment and take a deep breath. Feel the air entering your lungs. That oxygen was once part of the wind, the trees, the oceans. It has been breathed by every living being on this planet. In this simple act of breathing, you are literally merging with the world around you. Feel that connection. Feel how the boundary between you and not you begins to blur. This isn't just a mental exercise. It's a vibrational shift. The more you attune to this interconnectedness, the more you begin to resonate with the natural harmony of the universe. And harmony is the hallmark of the highest vibrational states. Now, here's where it gets even more profound. The universe doesn't just respond to your vibration, it organizes itself around it. This is what people often call manifestation, but it goes far deeper than simply attracting things into your life. Manifestation isn't about getting something. It's about aligning yourself so completely with the natural flow of life that everything you need naturally comes to you. It's about becoming a living embodiment of the frequency you wish to experience. But here's the catch. You can't fake it. You can't act high vibrational while secretly clinging to fear, doubt, or scarcity. The universe doesn't respond to your words or actions. It responds to your state of being. This is why so many people struggle with manifestation. They try to trick the universe by pretending to be something they're not. But the universe can't be tricked, because the universe is you. The only way to truly shift your vibration is to do the inner work, to face your shadows, to release what no longer serves you, to align with your highest truth. So how do you do this? How do you align your vibration so completely that the universe begins to organize itself around you in ways that feel almost magical? The answer lies in what I call vibrational integrity. Vibrational integrity means that every part of your being, your thoughts, emotions, actions, and intentions, is in alignment with the frequency you wish to embody. It means living in such a way that your inner state and outer actions are in perfect harmony. This is where most people struggle. They may think positive thoughts, but act out of fear. They may take bold actions, but secretly doubt themselves. But the highest vibrational states require total alignment. No contradictions, no inner conflict, no hidden resistance. So here's a practical exercise for you. Take a moment to write down the frequency you want to embody. For example, if you want to resonate with peace, write down what peace feels like, what it looks like, how it moves through your life. Then ask yourself, what thoughts, emotions, and actions align with this frequency? What in my life is out of alignment with it? Be honest with yourself. This isn't about judgment. It's about clarity. Once you identify these misalignments, make a commitment to shift them. This might mean letting go of certain habits, beliefs, or even relationships that are pulling you out of alignment. It's not easy, but every time you release something that no longer serves you, you create space for your vibration to rise. And here's the beautiful part. When you step into vibrational integrity, the universe responds immediately. Opportunities, synchronicities, and miracles start to flow into your life effortlessly. It's as if the entire cosmos is conspiring to support you. And in a way, it is. Because when you are vibrating at your highest, you're not just aligned with yourself, you're aligned with the very blueprint of the universe. And that is where the magic happens. So let me ask you, are you willing to live in vibrational integrity? Are you willing to align every aspect of your being with the truth of who you are? This is the gateway to the highest vibrational states. And once you step through it, you'll realize that the life you've been seeking isn't something outside of you. It's already within you, waiting to be unlocked. We've laid the foundation for understanding the nature of vibration and the architecture of reality itself. Now let's take it even deeper. So far, you've likely begun to realize that vibrational states aren't about external achievements or emotional highs. They are about inner alignment, vibrational integrity, and a profound connection to the unified field of existence. But here's the next layer of truth. The highest vibrational states require not just alignment, but alchemy. They require you to transmute the raw energy of your life, especially the dense, heavy, or negative energy, into pure consciousness. This is where the real work begins. So here's a question for you. What do you do when pain, fear, or anger arise within you? Do you suppress it? Try to fix it? Escape from it? Most people, even on a spiritual path, instinctively resist these emotions. They label them as bad or low vibrational, believing they are obstacles to their spiritual growth. But here's the secret that only the most awakened seekers understand. These energies are not obstacles. They are fuel for your ascension. The highest vibrational states aren't reached by avoiding darkness, but by transforming it. This is the essence of vibrational alchemy, because every emotion, every thought, and every experience carries a vibrational frequency. And the real question is, how will you use it? The art of vibrational alchemy, transforming energy into power. Low-frequency energies like fear, shame, or guilt feel heavy and constrictive. High-frequency energies like love, joy, and peace feel light and expansive. But here's the key. Both exist on the same spectrum. Just like heat and cold are different expressions of temperature, low and high vibrations are simply different expressions of energy. And here's the golden truth. Energy cannot be destroyed, but it can be transformed. This is the secret of the alchemist, the ability to transmute dense, heavy energy into higher, lighter frequencies. But how do we do this? Step 1. Radical awareness. The first step in vibrational alchemy is awareness. When a dense emotion arises, whether it's fear, anger, sadness, or doubt, don't resist it. Don't push it away or numb it. Instead, meet it with total presence. Imagine these energies as children knocking on your door. desperately wanting to be seen and heard. Most of us spend our lives slamming the door in their faces, hoping they'll go away. But they don't. They linger, growing louder and more disruptive until we finally pay attention. The act of opening the door, of turning toward these energies with awareness, is the first step in transformation. A practical exercise. The next time you feel a low vibrational emotion, pause. Take a deep breath. Instead of labeling it as bad or wrong, simply observe it. Where do you feel it in your body? Is it a tightness in your chest, a knot in your stomach, or a heaviness in your head? Stay with the sensation. Breathe into it. Instead of trying to change it, allow it to exist. This might feel uncomfortable at first, but here's what you'll discover. When you stop resisting, the energy begins to move. It shifts, it flows, it transforms. This is the alchemy of awareness. Step 2. Directing energy with intention. But awareness alone isn't enough. The next step is intention. Once you've allowed the energy to surface and move, you can begin to direct it. Think of it like this. Raw energy is like molten metal, and your intention is the mold that shapes it. What do you want to create with this energy? For example, let's say you're feeling anger, a dense, fiery emotion. Instead of letting it consume you, recognize its raw power. With intention, you can transmute that power into courage, passion, or clarity. You can redirect it toward creative action, growth, or transformation. This isn't about suppressing or bypassing emotions. It's about giving them a higher purpose. Step 3. Transcending identity. Now here's where it gets even more powerful. The highest vibrational states aren't just about managing emotions or shifting thoughts. They come from transcending them altogether. This doesn't mean ignoring what you feel. It means recognizing that you are not your emotions. You are not your thoughts. You are not even your body. You are the awareness in which all of these arise. And the moment you shift your identity from the self that experiences emotions to the awareness that observes them, you automatically raise your vibration. Why? Because awareness itself is the highest frequency. It is pure. It is unchanging. It is infinite. So let me ask you this. Who are you when you are no longer identified with your thoughts or feelings? Who are you when you strip away every label, every story, every attachment? Sit with this question. Don't rush to answer it. Because the truth isn't something your mind can grasp. It's something you experience. And here's the paradox. The more you rest in this awareness, the more your vibration rises. Naturally, you don't have to force anything. You don't have to chase anything. Simply being, resting as awareness, is the highest vibrational state. Step 4. The power of gratitude. Let's ground this in practical steps. Once you've cultivated awareness and intention, the final step in vibrational alchemy is gratitude. Gratitude is one of the most transformative frequencies in the universe. When you face a difficult emotion or experience, ask yourself, what is this teaching me? How can this serve my growth? Even the most painful experiences carry gifts. Gratitude allows you to extract these gifts and transmute the energy into something higher. It shifts your perspective from victimhood to empowerment, from resistance to acceptance, from separation to unity. Here's your challenge. For the next week, practice vibrational alchemy in your daily life. Whenever a dense energy arises, 1. Meet it with awareness. 2. Direct it with intention. 3. Transform it with gratitude. Notice how this shifts not only your inner state, but also your external reality. What once felt heavy and overwhelming may start to feel light and manageable. You may even begin to see these energies as allies rather than enemies. Because here's the deeper truth. The process of transmutation doesn't just raise your vibration. It raises the vibration of the entire collective. Since we are all connected, every time you transform dense energy within yourself, you contribute to the transformation of the whole. The ultimate truth, you are the source. Now, we've explored alignment, vibrational integrity, and alchemy. But there's something even deeper, something that separates those who merely glimpse higher states from those who fully embody them. And it's this. The highest vibrational state is not something you reach. It is something you are. To fully embody this truth, you must dismantle the illusion of separation and become the source of vibration itself. So let me ask you, what do you believe is behind the energy of the universe? Is it God, the cosmos, some divine intelligence, or is it something you can't quite define, yet sense is always present? Whatever name you give it, here's the truth most people overlook. You are not separate from it. You are not a fragment of the universe. You are the universe, fully expressed in this moment. The highest vibrational states aren't about attaining something. They are about dissolving everything that makes you believe you are anything less than infinite. Let's make this real. Close your eyes. Imagine the vastness of the universe. Galaxies spinning, stars being born, planets orbiting in perfect harmony. Now bring your awareness to your own body. Feel your heartbeat, the rhythm of your breath, the subtle hum of energy within you. Notice how these two realities, the vastness of the cosmos and the immediacy of your own being, are not separate. The same intelligence that creates stars is beating your heart right now. The same energy that holds galaxies together is flowing through your veins. You are not just connected to the universe, you are the universe. And when this truth moves beyond just an idea, when it becomes your lived experience, your vibration skyrockets. Because the moment you stop identifying as a limited self, you step into the infinite. The final step, letting go. How do you move beyond simply understanding this truth to fully living it? The answer is simple, but not always easy. You let go. Not in the sense of giving up, but in the sense of finally coming home to yourself. True surrender isn't about losing control. It's about realizing you never needed to control anything in the first place. It's about trusting the intelligence that orchestrates the entire universe, the same force that beats your heart and moves the tides to guide you effortlessly. When you stop resisting and allow life to unfold, everything shifts. You no longer feel like you're pushing against reality. Instead, you flow with it. You become the river rather than struggling to swim upstream. And in this state of complete alignment, your vibration knows no limits. So ask yourself this. Are you ready to stop chasing a higher vibration and start being the source of vibration itself? Because the highest vibrational state isn't something to find, it's something to remember. And once you do, there are no limits to what you can create, experience, or become.